What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. My name is Johnny, and everybody's been telling me since I started looking into BTS that I needed to look at xCeleste, the BTS hardship video. So it came down the pipe that she was actually doing an update. So I said, okay, well, we'll wait a little bit. And then she released it just yesterday, a little bit over a day ago. And I saw it. I said, okay, let's go ahead and watch it. But I wanted to wait a little bit. Just so like people aren't watching me in replacement of her. I'm a big fan of her content, so I want to make sure she gets her props where it's due. So without further ado, BTS HARDSHIPS 2013 and 2021, the updated version from the great xCeleste. Before we get started, go down in the description below. There's a link to xCeleste channel. I want you to go ahead and give her video a watch as well. Give her a sub. She deserves all the love in the world. And while you're at the subscription counter, go ahead and add me into the cart too. Please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the like button, the thumbs up. It'd be much appreciated. I promise you're gonna like my content. I promise you'll fall in love with me if you don't already. So let's get this started. BTS HARDSHIPS 2013 to 2021 by the great xCeleste. Here we go.
This video was not made in order to relive the sadness or to hold grudges against others. This video was made to remind us that BTS didn't rise to success without facing hurdles, and these events have created a stronger bond between BTS and ARMY. June 13, 2013. BTS were only able to debut because the scheduled performers cancelled.
Wow.
BTS was a filler.
I think I knew that.
Even after debuting, they couldn't get much airtime. Their performances were either shortened, cut from broadcasts, or not uploaded for online consumption, due to their company's lack of clout at that time.
That's awesome. They all had shirts with their names on it. I like that. Like a reverse jersey.
저 당시에는 우리가 막 방송을 마음대로 못 깔 때예요. 방송을 막 사람 다 차 있으면 우리 못 나오고 그럴 때도 있었어.
저 때 한밤에 이게 나가게 된 게 되게 약간 우리가 막 그랬었어. 막 그때 그랬어요.
되게 중요한 거고.
신기한 거고 되게 약간 원래 그렇게 따로 인터뷰 잘 안 해주시는데 막 그때 그런 기억이 나요.
저희를 구원해 주신 거죠?
From sleeping in one bedroom to using their own staff as extras, to recording an album in a garage.
Whoa, no way. That's where they came from? That's how they... Oh my lord. Okay, this is new to me. Wow, very humble beginnings, huh? Very humble beginnings. Wow. Incredible. Like Steve Jobs and Bill Gates, they all started in the garage too, so cool.
These were just a few things BTS experienced early on in their careers due to their company's limited budget.
지드래곤 선배님이 막 말 걸어주신 거 기억이 나요. 옷에 쓰여 있는 거 무슨 뭐냐고 돈 써가지고 16,000원짜리 후배티 프린팅 해가지고 뭔지 몰라가지고 말을 못해 그랬었는데 아무튼.
Because some
cool.
of the members came from an underground rap background, but ultimately chose the path of becoming idols, they were often disrespected.
사실 남준이가 그 언더에서 활동을 했다고 이제 그런 사람들이 많아요. 그 아이돌로 올라가서 나는 언더그라운드 활동을 했던 사람이다 하고 언플이라고 흔히 하잖아요. 그러면은 이제 언더 매니아, 힙합 매니아라고 하는 사람들은 그런 거를 당연히 안 좋게 보죠.
아 쟤네 음악도 안 하고 그냥 회사에서 시키는데도 노래 받아서 춤이나 추는 것들이 무슨 가수냐, 니네가 무슨 아티스트냐, 저런 애를 더 이상 나오면 안 된다.
A rapper told RM and Suga that they were on the right path, but
This is incredibly loud. I don't know if it's just me or...
strayed away and
That
were no
is.
longer considered real rap hip-hop artists, deeming them girls for wearing makeup.
방탄소년단에 대해서 사실 뭐 팀워크 말하는 거 아이돌을 부릅니다. 네, 맞습니다. 힙합이 아니다. 방탄소년단이 무대에 올라갔을 때 뭐 이제 분장을 한다는 거, 어떤 메이크업을 하는 거 이제 어떤 힙합과 충돌되는.
Okay, every artist is gonna wear some form of makeup for the most part, unless you're doing like a show in a club or something like that. When they're on stage in these like big venues like stadiums, you just have to. Stage makeup is a thing.
What? Oh, shut the front door.
BTS were being told by several people they would never make it because they came from a small agency. Big Hit Entertainment was at one point near bankruptcy and didn't have the financial power to promote and push BTS the way other companies could with their own groups. In 2014, Suga shared his story about battling depression since pre-debut days. Suga continues
It's like
to
a baby.
discuss and bring awareness to mental health through his work. Until now, BTS has continuously been transparent about their darkest thoughts and feelings, not just through their music, but also their very public persona.
Does Hobie does he always smile? Like he's never not smiling. It's very it's very heartwarming. Like he's always happy.
February 2014. BTS
Oh
were
my
accused
lord!
of copying the schoolboy concept for
look how young they are, man. It just blows my mind how like it's what 7-8 years they went from literally looking like young, well, I don't want to say young men, but they look like teenagers. Actually, you know what? They were teenagers. What am I talking about? Jeez.
Boy in Love, which came out
Time
shortly
flies.
after another group released their music video, even though the concept is a popular choice amongst young boy bands. April 2014. During a variety show, the host confronted them about this plagiarism accusation.
수와 겹친 교복 패션 왜 하필 X일까? 원망했나요?
사실 저희가 말씀드릴 수 있는
Look at Namjoon's hair.
저희가 이번 사랑 이야기 학교 3부작의 마지막이었어요.
예.
그래가지고 언제 한번 교복을 입겠다라고 생각을 했는데 그게 되게 유명하게 시기가 겹쳐가지고.
Throughout their careers, they've been constantly criticized for plagiarism, often for outfits, props, concepts, and hair colors that are ordinary not just in K-pop, but the expansive world of visual arts. November 2014. Hashtag kick out J-Hope BTS trended on Twitter, calling J-Hope ugly and untalented. The trend became popular enough that their friend and supervisor from their reality show American Hustle Life, Tony Jones, tweeted out saying, "Every member is needed and talented." Jin stepped in by telling ARMYs to cheer up and that all of them were working hard. ARMYs got together and
I love
trended
J-Hope.
hashtag J-Hope you're perfect to comfort him.
There we go.
May 2015. BTS finally won their first music show with their song I Need You 2 years after their debut, but were accused of 사재기. This is when companies buy back albums to boost external sales records. But this was when their company was barely surviving financially, making the claims groundless.
It didn't Justin Bieber and a bunch of other people get accused of that recently. 6ix9ine, Tekashi 6ix9ine, he got accused of that recently too.
May 2015. V was accused of mocking another idol group after they won a music show and were accepting the trophy. People began to send him death threats. However,
Damn!
he wasn't mocking them at all. V was known to be a fan of this group and was singing their song out of excitement. He apologized on Twitter for the misunderstanding and provided screenshots showing that he would always listen to this song before bed. July 2015.
Dude, that's crazy, man. Like sending death threats. Like you're such a crazed fan that you send death threats to another. That's too far. That's legitimately crazy.
BTS
crazy people
abruptly
things.
halted their concert, The Red Bullet, in New York due to death threats towards RM. All related fan activities were also subsequently cancelled. Attendees of the show were forced to leave the venue, where there was a strong presence of security and police at the scene.
Why?
Sorry. We love you.
Why?
RM also received another death threat for another upcoming show in Mexico later that month. July 2016, people began to debate over alleged misogynistic lyrics and tweets from BTS.
Time out. What? They never. I don't remember her saying why RM was getting death threats. Because that's my dog. I fucks with some RM. All right. So what the hell was the reason for that? I'm curious. What did he do?
This led to the
or what was he accused of doing?
members and the company reflecting back on their actions. BTS's agency, Big Hit Entertainment, responded with an apology and a promise to do better. Consequently, the band grew from this lesson and have since released feminist overtures such as 21st Century Girl, and in 2019 responded to their 2014 single Boy in Love with Boy with Love, a collaboration with Halsey.
Yep.
RM has said that since the incident, he pays closer attention to the lyrics he writes, reading newspapers and books to study the social phenomena.
What so again, I don't know if I mentioned it already, but like this is all very new to me, like a few weeks new to me. So what were like the lyrics that were upsetting people? That were upsetting people, or maybe there's a song specifically. Maybe they said something misogynistic in there. If you know the answer, drop the information in the comments below, please.
After he finishes writing lyrics, he consults experts of women's studies to objectively examine the lyrics. May 2016. During their epilogue concert, aunties began to use the hashtag #PlagiarismBoyScouts. Multiple fandoms teamed up to trend this hashtag in Korea.
This is actually
BTS
crazy.
saw this, and the media latched on. June 2016. During the variety show Flower Crew, Jungkook arrived at the filming location with a bag of hamburgers for his cast members, hoping to break the ice. One of the cast members made rude comments and turned Jungkook's offer away. BTS has since filmed another variety show with the same host, and spirits seem high. September 2016, aunties made yet another project called Break Wings Project to try to sabotage their comeback in October. The project was caught and stopped once comments on YouTube broadcasting the project were put on blast. Wings then went on to sell 16,000 units in its first week.
Yo, I'm just gonna say this, like that is so off-putting. That turns me off so much into wanting to get into and like explore the world of K-pop. Like the fact that the fandoms can be that toxic to each other, like organized attacks like that shit is fucking crazy. Like if you were a part of any of that shit to any other fandom, unsubscribe to me right now. You're a fucking crazy person. That's the most insane shit I've ever heard in my entire life. If you've ever done that to anybody, unsubscribe right now.
Appearing at number 26 on the US Billboard 200 chart, setting the then highest record for a K-pop album and making BTS the first and only K-pop act at that time to log 3 entries on the Billboard 200. Because of this,
other people have done it.
Took strategic pictures of non-armies and claimed that there was no line in stores that sold physical albums. October 2016. During the Busan One Asia Festival, fans were told a couple hours before the broadcast that BTS were no longer appearing because one member was absent from an injury, even though a countless number of fans were already present at the event venue and BTS was ready and willing to perform. BTS ended up performing for the fans who attended the event and waited all day, but it was at the end of the event with leftover confetti, no proper lighting, and no cameras rolling. Their performance was not broadcasted and only fan cams were taken. October 2016.
Isn't that more indicative of their like desire to please the people that support them? Like, yeah, they got fucked over. I get that part, but that's more of like a testament to like how much this means to them. You know what I mean? That's the way I took it.
During BTS's Blood, Sweat and Tears promotion in South Korea, BTS wasn't given a waiting room at the broadcast center. So the members made do and practiced, got dressed, and did makeup in front of the bathrooms. They would practice non-stop without resting, greeting other staffers who were going to the bathroom, and other idol groups would openly look down on them. This comment was left under a video uploaded by Wei, a member from Crayon Pop. Wei responded, "Yes, that's right. All I remember is their hard work and efforts. I especially haven't forgotten RM's voice practicing Japanese." November 2016.
Nice.
V made a heartfelt announcement during their muster that his beloved grandmother had passed away.
Aww.
Auntie saw this as an opportunity to twist his narrative and intentions, sending him death threats and accusing him
I want
of
to read some of these. Wow, look at this bitch over here on the bottom left. Oh, you can't see it. Do I have a version of this without my face on it? I don't. Do you think whenever Taeyong yawns, he's sucking his grandmother's beep? Wow. Wow. Oh my lord, dude! These are fucking crazy comments. Who the fuck? You know what? You know what? I hope every person that's on here and saying this type of shit, I hope when the loved one dies to them. Actually, you know what? I don't even want that to happen. I don't even want that to happen. I was gonna say I hope somebody's like saying this to them, like, dude, this is fucking crazy. And I guess it ties into that to UGG, right? When they're saying like, oh, you know, you think you could do better if you were in my shoes and yada yada yada. Like, oh, you're an idol, you can take it. You're a celebrity, you should take like the fucking negative comments and shit like that. Dude, this is crazy. This is fucking insane. I don't, and maybe this exists in other fandoms, like in other genres of music or whatever the fuck. But this is the first time I've ever seen something like this. I've never heard of like why would you do that? And it seems like all the artists are all friendly with each other anyway. So what the fuck? Like, this doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense. This is actual legitimately like crazy. There's some sort of insanity. There's something mentally deficient with you if you do stuff like this. This is not okay. By any fucking means ever is this okay. Get a fucking grip.
Using her passing as a ploy for attention. November 2016.
Yeah, I'm so fucking sure.
Big Hit released a formal statement about taking legal actions regarding malicious rumors, false statements, and personal attacks against BTS. The company continues to pursue legal actions against perpetrators to this day, enforcing a strict no settlement and leniency policy.
Damn.
November 2016.
Well, okay, so I'm sorry to keep interrupting, but I guess that's why you're watching my reaction, right? But you should, I guess the laws are different in Korea. And I'm assuming this is all towards Korea, right? I would guess. But as far as the US goes, I mean, freedom of speech, you can say whatever. I saw the word harassment in there. Some of this stuff I definitely think would be quantified as harassment. Some of this stuff is probably more than that. Some of this stuff has to be like, I don't know, conspiracy? No, maybe not conspiracy, but like gathering people to harm somebody else. Like there's some shit. There's some serious like legal ramifications for doing this stuff.
The group were upset that BTS won Album of the Year at the Melon Music Awards, claiming it was done out of charity and that miscalculations were made. They called Melon Customer Care, where an employee explained that the company's internal data proved that BTS scored higher. Audio of the conversation was released.
그거 이제 그 상에 해당하는 앨범들을 해가지고 계산한 게 있는데 그러면은 저희가 보는 거랑 뭐 멜론 내부에서 보는 거랑 그러면은 데이터가 아예 다르다는 소린가요?
아니요, 똑같으시고요. 고객께서 보셨던 거는 차트랑 그리고 스트리밍 그 실시간 그 앨범 자체가 나오고 나서 순간 차트에 대한 그런 데이터를 아십니까?
그건 아닌 것 같아요.
고객께서 보신 전체 데이터 수치는 아마 보시기 어려우실 거예요. 그 데이터는 로에르만 갖고 있고요. 고객께서 봤던 정리를 어떤 식으로 진행하셔가지고 어떤 식으로 보신지 모르겠는데 고객님들께서 정리해서 보신 거는 그 차트 반영에 관한 내용들이고요. 그 부분이 아니라 1년 동안 고객님들께서 스트리밍 돌리시고 앨범을 산 그 이용권 말고 많은 대중들이 전체적으로 됐잖아요. 그거에 대한 결과 전체 음원 합산 점수예요. 내부적으로 고객께서 지금 생각하신 게 혹시 내부적 이게 비리가 있는 건 아니냐라고 생각이 드실 수 있는데요. 뭐 제가 말씀드릴 수 있는 부분은 비리 전혀 없으시고요. 방탄이 1년 동안 보다 스트리밍 수가 많이 받아서 상을 받았다라고 생각하시면 되십니다.
February 2000.
I can't believe they have a customer service line where people can call in and talk about asinine shit like that. They have somebody that's going to sit there and actually have that conversation with you. That's impressive. Good luck getting that here.
2017. BTS were accused of plagiarism after their performance at the Gaon Chart Music Awards. The part in question was when the no signal bars on screen resembled another group's past stage. To make matters worse, the creative director of the group in question created a post on Instagram with the captions, our hard work. And siblings of the group liked that post. Gaon Charts eventually posted an official statement in regards to the accusation, admitting that their own production team was in charge of the graphics, not Big Hit. BTS has not attended or performed at Gaon Chart Music Awards since, only pre-taping acceptance speeches.
Who gives a shit?
March 2017.
Why would you start a fucking controversy over that? How, dude, this shit is so trivial. Like, 2 words, no signal. Oh, you ripped somebody off, bitch. Like, are you kidding me, dude? Like, every fucking TV that's ever been made in the entire fucking world, right? I mean, after like the old antenna ear ones, right? If you unplug something or you try to turn it to a different input, no signal. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Like, literally grasping at straws. Grasping at fucking straws. This
Death
is
threats
insane.
were made against BTS, with their target being Jimin this time. This threat happened during their world tour, and Big Hit addressed this threat, increasing security around the venues. December 2017.
Stupid. Why?
Fans of a different group were so outraged by the results at the 2017 Mnet Asian Music Awards that they filed a petition under the Blue House, the executive office and official residence of the South Korean head of state. They requested MAMA to be abolished because BTS won, crashing the Blue House petition website, which was meant for the South Korean citizens only, with traffic from overseas.
Wow.
May 2018, Jimin once again received death threats, this time during their Love Yourself tour in Fort Worth. Police tweeted soon afterwards that they were investigating the threat. November 2018. On November 7, a South Korean court ordered a Japanese company to compensate them for wartime labor during Japan's colonial rule of the Korean peninsula. The next day, Japan's TV's Asahi's music station announced that they have cancelled BTS's appearance on their show, slated for November 9th, due to a recently resurfaced screenshot of a member wearing a t-shirt depicting a photo of an atomic bomb and of Koreans celebrating their independence from Japan. The band subsequently became attacked by the extreme
That's kind of deserve that one.
conservatives in Japan, and the news was picked up by the Western media.
그러니까 바로 저 사건은 방탄소년단이 입었던 티셔츠가 직접적인 문제가 됐다기보단 그건 빌미였고 사실은 강제징용 배상 판결에 대한 이 보이콧을 하고 싶어하던 일본의 어떤 그 멘탈리티가 그대로 표현된 거다라고 생각을 할 수 있는데 그래서 그 5개 대륙에 그러니까 전 세계에 걸쳐서 살고 있는 특히 이제 한국 번역을 하는 한국 아미들이 주축이 돼서요 20몇 명의 아미가 온라인으로 모여서 이 사건이 도대체 어떤 정치적 배경에서 나왔는가 어떤 역사적 배경에서 출현한 건가 그리고 지금 그 전 세계에서 쏟아내고 있는 기사들이 어디가 어떻게 잘못된 건가 팩트 체크를 다 하면서 이 2차 세계대전에 대한 어떤 그 자료들을 다 모아서 백서, 화이트 페이퍼 프로젝트를 발간합니다.
영문으로 해서 저렇게 한 거예요?
예, 영문과 한국어 동시에 이렇게 다 볼 수 있는데 분량이 166쪽 정도 돼요. 그러니까 거의
April 2009.
Okay. I'm just gonna say that I think Japanese people, from what I know, I live in Texas. I don't meet a lot of Japanese people but from the people that I've met and what information I've gathered in my life, they seem to be very prideful people, and I would imagine them not taking light of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So I could see the offense there. I don't think it was like intentional. I mean, who's gonna wear that shit intentionally to offend people, right? Like they're not crazy like the people that are sending these threatening threatening bullshit to them. So I don't think it was intentional, but I mean, I can see I understand where that outrage came from, and maybe I'm not connecting it correctly, but on my first take, I can see where the outrage came from. Maybe not necessarily worth canceling them and doing all this other crazy shit like it's a shirt from a long time ago. Who cares? It's like he wore it the day before to the fucking supermarket. Like, whatever. But I get it. Cancel culture. That's the world we live in now.
19. During BTS's global press conference for Map of the Soul Persona, a reporter bluntly asked BTS about past plagiarism allegations.
사실 제가 그 윙스하고 피땀 눈물 언급했던 거는 그때 이제 뭐 문제가 됐던 내용 그 뭐 표절인가 그 프랑스 작가분께서 언급하셨던 그 부분을 언급해서 여쭤본 거였고요. 그거에 대해서 그냥 뭐 질문이 좀 불편할 수는 있겠지만 답변을 좀 듣고 싶은 부분 때문에 질문을 드렸습니다.
네, 그 건에 대해서는 저희 회사에서 이제 저희 회사 법무팀에서 작가님이랑 이야기를 하고 있고요. 저희 의견, 저희 생각도 회사랑 동일하다고 생각을 하고 있습니다. 네, 그 건에 대해서는 회사에서 지금 처리를 하고 있기 때문에 뭐 결과가 나오면 알겠죠. 네, 감사합니다.
Netizens later uncovered an article written by a reporter of the same name on another entertainment company's news website. April 2019, SBS Inkigayo excluded BTS's Boy With Love out of its charts for the song's first eligible week. Questions about the criteria used by the music show were raised, while SBS continued to claim the calculation period did not fit with BTS's album release time. To this, Dispatch compared BTS to another group who also released a song on the same day. That group entered the rankings and took its first win for their song that week, while BTS were left out of the rankings entirely. December 2019, JTBC reported that BTS went against their own agency and planned to file a lawsuit against Big Hit Entertainment. Big Hit pulled out receipts and released a lengthy statement on behalf of Big Hit Entertainment, BTS, and the members' families. They called the media company's journalism practices into question, stating, "We have not only the video that JTBC used for the first report, but also the CCTV video that recorded the footage of the journalist breaking into our company." December 2019. MBC is accused of abusing their power to purposely prevent other groups under Big Hit Entertainment from appearing at their year-end show, after BTS chose to appear on the US's NBC New Year's Rockin' Eve countdown in New York City instead of NBC's year-end program. According to OSEN, multiple industry sources shared, ever since October, when BTS's side told NBC that BTS would not be appearing on NBC's year-end music festival, it has been difficult for singers associated with Big Hit Entertainment to appear on NBC. It is already an openly known fact in the industry. January 2020. For 29 years, the Seoul Music Awards only had one grand prize, also known as a Daesang. But in 2020, they created a second Daesang for digital music. BTS won the Daesang for physical music only, even though their stats proved that they should have also gotten the Daesang for digital music as well. BTS did not appear in person to accept the award and has only sent in video acceptance speeches since. July 2020. Naver, the Google of South Korea, reportedly invested over $80 million into another entertainment company after losing out on profits from BTS, who chose to hold an online concert through Weverse, a mobile app and web platform developed by Big Hit Entertainment. BTS earned at least $21 million in ticket revenue, according to an analyst at securities firm. He stated, Naver lost BTS, the most popular IP of K-pop, and must have felt the need to invest in entertainment to form a stable relationship. Since 2017, fans have noticed that South Korean platforms such as Naver and media journalists were ignoring and downplaying BTS's achievements. Popular websites hardly posted anything about them, nor did they feature BTS on their front pages. Music critic Kim Young-dae.
I wonder if it's because they broke through on the world market and they weren't like Korea's treasure, right? Now it's like the world's treasure. Everybody loves them. And I wonder if that was something, I wonder if that plays into it, right? I wonder if it's like, I won't say xenophobia, but, and I don't want to say keeping it pure because that sounds kind of like Hitlerish. But like, I wonder if that kind of plays into it because of the fact that they're so big globally and nobody, as far as what I've seen, has come even close to that. I wonder if that kind of plays into it. They're like, okay, well, they're not I don't want to say a Korean, but they are a Korean group, but they're not localized to just Korea, right? They're now like a global sensation. I wonder if that kind of plays into it. Something to think about.
And popular political commentator Kim Oh-jun recently discussed this issue.
그 뉴스의 크기에 비해서 국내 기사는 상대적으로 적다는 인상을 내가 항상 받았거든. BTS는 그 버금갈 정도의 현상을 지속적으로 만들었는데 거기에 비하자면 뉴스량이 좀 적다. 호들갑 떨기 그렇게 좋아하는 이 미디어들이 왜 이럴까? 궁금증이 평소에 있었거든. 연결되는 이야기예요. 기사들이 일단
BTS의 성공은 이제 어느 정도 보도가 돼요. 그러면 우리가 흔히 알고 있는 소위 대형 기획사의 아이돌이 그것보다 사실은 못 미치는 어떤 활약을 보였을 때 미디어에 보도되는 양이나 그 커버되는 범위를 보시면 확연히 차이가 납니다. 굉장히 좀 재밌는 부분이고 이번 그래미 같은 경우 어떻게 들어가냐면 주요 부문에서 등극에 실패했다라고 한다든지.
Wait, when was it? Oh no, that was not. I was gonna say, was this from this year? The Grammys were this year. Yeah, was this from this year? But they were actually nominated this year. For instance, with the Grammy nomination, the way they framed it is they failed to make it in the major category, so they did make it this year. But we all know how that ended.
한다든지. 여러 가지 이유 중에 이거 하나가 중요하다고 생각해요. 뭐냐면 BTS라는 이 현상, BTS의 미국에서의 성공, BTS의 세계적인 열풍 자체가 제도권의 시스템을 거치지 않았다는 거예요. 그래서 이 제도권을 점하고 있는 그 언론일 수도 있고 뭐 프로모터일 수도 있고 음반 회사일 수도 있죠. 이 사람들이 보기에 썩 납득이 가지 않고 유쾌하지도 않아요.
자기 힘이 입증이 안 되는 거지. 그렇게 되면.
그렇습니다.
Interesting.
영향력이라는 게 있는데 이걸 다 거치지 않고 성공해 버렸으니까 자기 존재 이유가 없어지는 거 아니에요. 그런 맥락에서는
December.
Interesting take. So they're looking at it as the groups that become popular and successful are products of their work, whereas BTS didn't. Like, it wasn't handed to them. They didn't really ask for it. And when they get screwed over, they're like, all right, well, fuck it, right? Like, what's the point if we can do it without you, right? This is starting to make more sense. Nice.
For 2020. For the last few years, BTS has been the face of political discourse on the revisions of South Korea's mandatory military service, even though BTS and their company have not spoken about wanting postponement or exemptions, and have insisted that they will serve when called upon. In August 2018, all major South Korean entertainment companies held a meeting to discuss petitioning the government to revise the law to allow K-pop performers to be exempt from service, in addition to the top artists, musicians, and athletes that already qualify. Big Hit Entertainment was not among the agencies, but BTS was used as the leading example for this revision. On December 22, 2020, the Ministry of National Defense announced that a revision has been made, effective June 23, 2021, where popular culture artists can postpone their enlistment until age 30, with the requirements that the individuals must have been recommended as recipients of the Order of Cultural Merit, one of the highest national honors given to artists in South Korea.
That's nice.
In April 2021, 26 agencies, led by the Korean Music Content Association, filed a written objection against the revision, stating that the new law is both unrealistic and unfair.
Why?
March 2021.
Oh, I can see
BTS
that.
was nominated for
I can see why that might be unfair. Like, but isn't that kind of like you reach a certain status and you're awarded certain benefits, you're given certain things in celebration of like reaching to that point? And maybe they're looking at it as like, oh, you know what? I can see from a business perspective, right? Like, oh, well, their artists are going to have to go to to serve their mandatory military time or mandatory military enlistment. Whereas, for example, BTS, they can continue doing their thing, continue bringing in money. I can understand that. I can see that. I could see the other side, but I think it would be better to look at it as more motivation to do better and become bigger. But no lie, I would be jealous. I'd be mad as fuck too. But
the Best Duo Group Performance at the Grammys, which was announced during the online pre-show instead of the primetime ceremony, as it usually was in previous years. Unfortunately, they didn't take home the award, but what made fans even more upset was that the Grammys used BTS as ratings bait, teasing that BTS's performance would be quote-unquote up next, but were actually placed as the second to last performance during the 3.5-hour broadcast, and only given the time to perform an abridged performance of their song. A former managing editor for the Grammy Awards website spoke out the next day about the Recording Academy and how it pushed back on featuring BTS. But
what did that say? That's it.
And how it
entering to what? Hang on, what the hell is this? Any post about them did epic numbers and reflected where music's going. With the RI board, they really pushed back on our writing about BTS for reasons I never fully understood, but seemed obvious in retrospect. The past few decades. Okay, I thought this person was like being super racist for a second. They're saying that, okay, it's not just Korean groups, but Asian Americans, okay, experiencing, like, doing stories about that. Gotcha. Oops.
pushed back on featuring BTS. But BTS got the last laugh. A live stream of the band celebrating after the event has so far garnered more than 13 million views, compared to the 8.8 million viewers who tuned into the Grammys. March 2021. Topps released the Garbage Pail Kids Shammy Awards illustration and cards. Unlike the other artists who were featured, BTS was depicted as being brutalized and beaten up by a Grammy trophy inside a whack-a-mole.
That's kind of funny, dude. That's kind of funny.
This isn't the first time BTS has been shunned, put down, or bullied.
That's not okay. No. Garbage Pail Kids are always doing shit like that. That's a little bit too far. Like, Garbage Pail Kids have been around for forever. Like, this isn't even, like, this is topical. This is topical. Like, if anything, I would take that as like, what's the word? How would I even word this? I would take this as a symbolism of what actually happened. Like, they got beaten up by the Grammys, or the Grammys were trying to beat them up. Like, yeah, okay, they're crying and stuff like that, but they're Garbage Pail Kids. I don't know. This one, I'm a little bit on this one.
Beaten up
My
by
opinion.
a Grammy trophy inside a whack-a-mole. This isn't the first time BTS has been shunned, put down, or bullied. In February 2021, a German radio station host made racist remarks about BTS, comparing them to COVID-19, and voiced his hopes that there will be a vaccine against BTS soon. He openly cursed at them for covering a Coldplay song and said that BTS deserves a 20-year vacation in North Korea. Halsey, Max, Lauv, Steve Aoki, and more artists.
That's the type of crazy bullshit I'm talking about. Like, you're gonna say some shit like that about, like, it has nothing to do with you, dude. And I get like shock jocks, like, well, dude, just shut your fucking mouth, all right? Do your fucking radio show and just shut the hell up, okay? Like it bewilders me. It bewilders me how stupid some people can be. Like, there's no reason for that. And I'm assuming he had gotten no repercussion for that, right? Probably, I don't know. It's the first time I heard about it, but I would assume not. Otherwise it would have been news, right? Or maybe not. I guess I wouldn't have known since I'm just now getting into this. But
slammed the radio station's racism and xenophobia. The host
Thank you.
and station maintains that it was just a joke and that folks are too sensitive. During Zach Sang's show, a member named Liam from a boy band called...
Like, I'm sorry. I know I've been pausing a lot, but you know what? I got a lot of stuff to say, okay? So you just relax, all right? Just relax. But or jokes about North Korea, like how, if anybody has been to North Korea, if anybody's been to South Korea or is from South Korea, how are jokes about North Korea perceived? Like, are they like lighthearted, or is it like taboo, you don't talk about it? Because that might make more sense to me, but I would assume it's probably like not a joke to them. Actually, it's definitely not a joke because the motherfuckers are like literally next door. So I would assume, correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments, please.
Forever in Your Mind made these comments.
I agree that they're a boy band, but at the same time, it's like I feel like it's like a different, like they belong in a different genre on their own, because I feel like there still needs to be like a European or an American boy band to be at the top, and I think BTS can just live in their own. They're BTS. They don't, you know what I mean?
Nah, but they're like
I don't
their
think
fan
that
base
they're gonna.
is so crazy. It's
Oh, they're
dude, and
insane.
it's global.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm a fan.
I'm
They're really good.
I like them. They're good dancers.
I can't get behind it. I don't understand what they're saying.
I got it. I got it.
I don't even know what to call them, boys or girls, because I don't know what they are. Look at these people. Look at this one. I don't know which one.
What the fuck? He's pretty, man. What the fuck? I said that in the very first video I ever did about BTS. I said, yo, that motherfucker, that's a pretty ass dude. That's a pretty motherfucker. Dude, come on. Are you fucking...
He is. Look at those highlights. Those chunky Tony and Guy mall salon highlights.
Yeah, you jealous bitch? What the fuck?
And the contact lenses. You are an Asian man. You don't need to look like a girl named Ashley.
When I first...
Okay, time out. Okay, in black culture, a lot of black people will wear colored contacts, okay? And don't even start to try this fucking, oh, you gotta cancel me. Shut the fuck up, okay? I know a lot of black people, a lot of close black friends that wear colored contacts. You know why? Because it looks cool, you stupid bitch. Because it looks cool. Shut your fucking mouth. Dude, this video's pissing me off, dude. This is...
heard something Korean had exploded in America, I got worried.
I don't know. I think they look very nice.
I didn't listen to what he said, dude. I was just fucking sitting there stewing.
Had exploded in America.
You don't need to look like a girl named Ashley.
When I first heard something Korean had exploded in America, I got worried.
I don't know. I think they look very nice.
That's funny.
Oh, that is not what you were saying during the break.
Anderson's trying to get him some.
Western culture where all these grown men and little girls are off to little K-pop boys.
A senior...
What was it supposed to be? Like, were they... Is that a condom over their face? What is it supposed to...
editor from the...
What the fuck is this?
A senior editor from The Economist said, "Please no," after BTS was announced as speakers at the 75th UN General Assembly. She quickly tried to backtrack, claiming it was a joke. This led to Stephen Pollard, a British journalist, to tweet this, and Anne Hegarty, a television personality, responding with all this about a little Korean boy band that's fundamentally not important.
And see, you know what? I'll be honest with y'all. 2 months ago, I'd have been like, yeah, 100%. But now I realize that, like, it's not... Okay, yeah, like, yeah, they're not gonna, whatever, I don't know, change economic policy. They're not gonna, you know, barter deals with Iran or some shit like that. But it's the fact that they're important to people, like to an individual, they're important. And that's what makes them important. You know what I mean? And the fact that they're generating so much like positivity and stuff like that, like that's the biggest reason why I'm behind them, is like they're a positive influence. Nobody does that, and then they're getting shit on for being positive. Okay, so what? You got to go get tattoos and 6ix9ine on your face and go like, what the fuck? Like this is what's fucked up with the world. It's the fact that you like being happy and being positive isn't cool. You got to be negative. You got to be a drug dealer. You got to go fucking smack bitches and pimp hoes and shit like that. It's fucking stupid. Absolutely fucking stupid.
So when BTS was named Entertainer of the Year by Time magazine soon after, RM said, "We're not sure if we've actually earned respect, but one thing is for sure is that people feel like, okay, this is not just some kind of syndrome or phenomenon. These little boys from Korea are doing this." BTS have always been outspoken about the injustice of racial discrimination. In the summer of 2020, they used their platform and proudly announced their support for Black Lives Matter and donated $1 million to the organization.
Please don't tell me somebody criticized them for that. Please don't fucking tell me that.
With the recent rise and visibility of atrocities against Asians, BTS released a statement on their Twitter standing in solidarity once again. These are just a few of the countless examples of mistreatment, racism, and xenophobia that BTS has been encountering around the world throughout their storied career. It will more than likely be a continued uphill battle. As artists of color who are constantly breaking records and barriers, amassing fans and growing in popularity around the globe.
Oh, that was cool as fuck, dude.
And barriers, amassing fans and
Watch
growing
this.
in popularity around the globe.
That was cool.
Hostility and jealousy
I like
will come
that.
easily from those not
And
who are
I didn't fucking listen to any of that.
constantly breaking
Jesus
records
Christ.
and barriers, amassing fans and growing in popularity around the globe. Hostility and jealousy will come easily
Oh, the
from
lights,
those
man.
not afforded
Oh!
the luxury of such a strong and dedicated fan base. As fans who are
I'm never gonna get over that. The lights.
cognizant of their journey and understand that their popularity comes from their sincerity and
Look at
talent.
that!
Armies have a tendency to be protective, and sometimes overly so. If only because of the awareness of what BTS and ARMY are up against when fighting for fair representation.
xCeleste, ladies and gentlemen, what a badass. xCeleste, ladies and gentlemen, give her a subscription, give her a like, a view, a comment, give her, turn your pockets inside out, give that woman some love. This is actually fucking crazy. Like, and here's what I think a big, like, where a lot of the problems come from. I actually didn't say it, that last word. Here's where I think a lot of the problems come from is people with platforms, and I don't want to say a following, but yeah, a following, like people who are politicians and they have, obviously a lot of followers and stuff like that. And they're starting to like make jokes like that one bitch, "Oh God, please no," or some shit like that. Like, you're not a fucking comedian. You know what I realized? There were no comedians like on here. Oh, this tweet from so-and-so. You know why? Because they're a comedian. And you know what? I've seen jokes about BTS, but it's obviously not to hurt them, right? It's obviously they don't mean that to hurt anybody. But all this shit is coming out, and it's like, dude, like they're actively trying to hurt somebody or them or the fans or whoever the hell. And it's asinine. It's absolutely asinine. You know what? I hope they quintuple in size this year. I hope they get even bigger, just as a fuck you to all those people. And not even as a fan, but out of principle. Because you just can't do that. You can't go and start saying like, "Oh, I'm gonna, I fucked your dead grandma," and some shit like that. Like that's crazy. You can't form actions to take down other people's livelihood, right? And here's what I think a lot of people of other fandoms, apparently, I'm learning about all this right now. But here's what I don't think a lot of people from other fandoms realize is that yes, you want your group to do better than the other group, right? But your actions are hurting all the other people who love their group as much as you love your group. What if those roles were reversed? Would you be happy about that? Fuck no, you wouldn't, because you're crazy and you're doing this shit, right? So obviously you're going to be upset if that happens to you. But even a normal person would be upset. Why would you do that? I don't know, man. That was something else. xCeleste, ladies and gentlemen, go down to the description below. There's a link to this video. Make sure you give this a watch. Make sure you go subscribe to her. When you're subscribing, go ahead and subscribe to me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. If you can't tell, this is me wrapping up the video. Check me out on Instagram and Twitter at JohnnyZetaTV. Links in the description, of course. Join my Discord. If you have Discord, come join my Discord. It would be awesome. I would love to see you there. I love you. Speaking of people that I love, thank you for everybody that joined the Patreon. I love you guys. You're keeping me going. If you want to join the Patreon, you can join for as little as $1 a month. Get early access to content, exclusive stuff, all that good, you know, yada, yada, yada. Little as $1 a month would be appreciated. But if not, at least you're here with me. And that's it. If you got recommendations, I got a Google form as well in the description. Just hit that, send it over there. Don't put links in the description and stuff like that, because I'm not gonna click them. Because there's too many. And this way I can like catalog them and actually organize them. I think that's it. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Again, I appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. That's it for me. Until next time, love y'all. Bye.